Now tell us about Deadshot then. Is it Ireland? About security services?
Yeah, it's set against the Troubles in the 70s. So it's quite a gritty, tense action thriller is what it is. But really it's about revenge. It's about two guys who are... have a beef. One guy, there's an ambush at the beginning of the movie and he accidentally shoots an IRA operative's pregnant wife, and then there's a scene where he has to kind of go back to the UK. He gets reminded that actually he's still a citizen, he's guilty of murder, and the IRA guy follows him back over to London. But he comes to work for me, and I play a highly dodgy black ops guy. And we just caused terror on the streets of London.
Oh, really? And are you allowed to tell us where it was filmed? Was it filmed?
It was filmed up in Scotland. A lot of it I did all my scenes in Glasgow. Because
it's 70s, going back to tenements and stuff like that?
Exactly. I think a lot of the streets up there still look like West London.
Yeah. Did you like going back in when you do films, going back to the 70s and back in time?
Period drama is always amazing because you get to wear the clothes, you get to be in the environment. It really feels like you're there. So there's no.
So you didn't have no mobile phones.
No mobile phones. No.
Matt, what were you doing in the 70s then?
What was I doing in the 70s? I was at school and going to the Arsenal whenever I could. Going to Highbury.
So Charlie George, North London boy or Hertfordshire?
Yeah, born in Islington. So I grew up with Frank McClintock, Charlie George, Ray Kennedy.
Do you know what? They still go over there, Mark, now.
That
Charlie,
team.
I see Charlie. Frank's doing really well. Bob Wilson's always over there.
Yeah, Pat Rice.
Liam sometimes, Liam Brady.
Yeah.
Some real old legends still go over to the game. Sammy Nelson, he was always at the game.
Peter Storey.
Yeah, so that was some era that was for us.
It's changed now, hasn't it, the Emirates? Whoa, fantastic.
It's different, yeah.
So have you got enough work at the moment? I know actors can go through periods where's my next film coming, but so are you pretty good at the moment in terms of work?
Interesting times because of all these streamers. That's what's changed for all of us over the last sort of 10 years or whatever. You've got Netflix, you've got Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, Amazon, Apple. There's so much being made because the machine needs to be fed, but the trick is you've got to be in the stuff that's good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed Slow Horses.
Mm-hmm. Slow Horses. Gary Oldman's
Gary was here sitting where you were sitting. What a laugh we had. He was just great. Absolutely great. Because Tinker Tailor was another one, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did that together. I had a lot of scenes with Gary.
I love thrillers and spy things. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. I was asking you, Mark, earlier, how long does it take to do films? And you said it varies.
Yeah. Well, the Robin Hood I did with Ridley Scott and Russell Crowe, that was 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah, it took 6 months. And we shot for 3 weeks on a beach in Wales, the final battle scene. And they had something like 1,700 people around.
Wow.
72 trailers. Yeah. 1,700 people for lunch. 400 stuntmen, boats, horses. It was just a massive 3-week sequence. But on another film, you can kind of shoot it in 3 weeks if you get on with it.
Russell Crowe, Body of Lies as well.
Body of Lies, yeah.
And DiCaprio.
Yeah, exactly. That was amazing.
What was that like, making that?
Well, what was incredible, my second son... my wife was pregnant, was about to give birth to my second son, so I originally turned the film down because I thought I want to be around. And she said, no, don't be stupid, you've got to go and do it. She's a producer, my wife, so as all good producers do, she had the baby on time. And the next day I flew to Morocco where we were filming, and I was sitting around a table with Ridley Scott, Russell Crowe, Leonardo DiCaprio, toasting the baby's head. It was surreal.
Fantastic. When you drove the guy out to the desert and and left them there, and had to cycle back. I've done it many times. I've watched it, but you're always out, right? You never watched.
No, you're Eurovision. You won't be watching films tomorrow night.
Glued to the screen for Eurovision.
Oh yeah, exactly. But Mark, I've got to ask you about Arsenal. Season ticket holder?
Yes, yeah.
Brilliant.
Was in the North Bank and now Upper East.
Highbury was a special stadium, though, wasn't it? I mean, I know I love the Emirates now, and the atmosphere this season. I don't know about you, but I think it's the best I've ever heard it over there. It's
just got so amazing, hasn't it? I remember when we first went into the Emirates, there was lots of concrete, not enough flags, and everyone was trying to make the place a home. Yeah. But now it really feels like a fortress.
And it's been a great season. Hopefully they can grow and get better every single season, because it's been painful to watch at times, isn't it? I mean, under the last reign under Arsene Wenger, I felt sorry for Arsene, because for me, he was a top manager. I played under for 8 years, and what I learnt of him was unbelievable. But going forward now, Mikel Arteta's certainly got a young squad as well. Yeah. So they've just got to build on if they can win the league, great. If they just come up short, they've got to build for next season again.
Well, what we've got to remember is they're the youngest team in the league. We forget that, and Arteta's the youngest manager. So this is way more than we were ever expecting to be challenging for the title. We were all happy, I think, we were going to get into the Champions League places.
Yeah.
So this has been really incredible, and they can only grow from here if there's some good buying over the summer.
Yeah,
and,
which they've done really well. Edu's done a great job. Trossard
absolutely.
and Jorginho's done a great job. Alan's a secret gooner because he's always over there.
Did you know that, Alan?
In a Diamond Club.
No, I learned so much from Ray, you know, honestly. Mark, did you ever want to be a footballer when you were young?
I didn't want to be a footballer, but when I went for a film called Fever Pitch, there was a film based on the Nick Hornby book. They said to me, who do you support? I said, Arsenal. They went, yeah, of course you do. Because also everyone who'd been in, every actor said they supported Arsenal because they want to be in the film.
Yeah.
And they called me back for a recall. And what I did was I took in a picture of myself when I was 9 in Arsenal kit, doing a throw-in in my mum's back garden. And I handed that over. And it was very similar to the cover of the paperback of Fever Pitch that Nick Hornby brought out. Wow. And I think that swung it for me. so I got to act, you know.
Who's your favourite player, Mark, of all time?
Of all time?
Yeah. Who you enjoyed watching?
It's a toss-up, I think, between Thierry and Dennis.
Yeah, I think a lot of people say that. Yeah. You know, I should imagine.
It's got to be, yeah. Although I might be playing in this game for Ukraine that's happening on the 5th of August.
Oh, you still playing?
And Thierry might be playing in that game, so I'm a little bit starstruck by that.
You're not the show day?
What? No.
Not yet.
Too many Cobra bombs. Mark, back to movies. You talk about streamers and that. I hope you like it. I love Succession.
Amazing, yeah.
I'm gutted Brian Cox is not in it now, but I just love that programme.
I did King Lear with Brian back in 1990 when he was far too young to be playing King Lear.
Is that right?
And we went on tour and I spent about a year getting to know him. So his success recently with that is amazing.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Another thing I liked was McMafia. I thought that was good. I was hoping they're going to bring that back again.
Yeah, James Norton. He's
that was really good.
Yeah.
I can see why you don't know a lot about sport now.
No. I absolutely love my movies.
He comes in the morning. What was the score last night? I was what? Obviously, you watch your movies.
I either put the news on or a movie, honestly, or not a documentary, but Succession, a series. I love them.
Yeah, it's amazing. There's some great stuff out there at the moment, everywhere. I mean, you just got to find it because sometimes you get onto those streaming sites and you just think, what are all these movies and films? There's too many to watch.
Yeah,
but if you can find the good ones,
Russell Crowe, good guy.
He's a very good guy. Yeah, brilliant actor. Yeah. And DiCaprio as well, because funny enough, in that Body of Lies, sign of a good actor is, I mean, he was the A-list guy, but I was his boss in that movie.
Yeah,
but he played low status to me, which some of those American boys don't like doing in the film sometimes.
Is that right?
Sign of a good actor that he played the part rather than worried about his status.
He is,
right, so Deadshot out in Sky Cinemas today, yeah?
Yeah, tonight.
Mark, great to meet you. Thank you.
Thanks Mark.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck in the game.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
There you go, Mark Strong. So Deadshot, don't miss it. 9:27.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.